Hey y'all, this is Marley K. Hope y'all are well. Got a story I want to share with you. It came out earlier today, 5:33 p.m. from NBC News. We're close to the end. Pawpaw World braces for the possibility that the president will step aside. Well, we've been talking about not having no election in 2024 or some shenanigans for the last couple of years. So now we're here and we see it unfolding. And now we are closer than ever to um, chaos. So the DNC's convention is in Chicago in a couple of weeks. And from my understanding, they have pushed it out so that they can get Papa out of the way and stick somebody else in his place. Now, the problem with this is it subverts the will of the people, which is going to cause people to be pissed off. Um, because while people are calling for Papa to be removed from office, they intentionally allowed this scenario to play out. Like he knew he wasn't going to be able to do no 2 terms. And the Democratic Party knew that he wasn't going to be able to do 2 terms. And yet and still they allowed him to run as if that like the country don't have no young people who can be president. Just got to have two old crazy children of the corn men to run the country. That's all that this country can do. And so I just personally believe that this is all, you know, part of the movie and part of the matrix that is going on. So there's nothing new under the sun. These people are taking the opportunity to get folks afraid, to have folks upset and uncertain, and to make the country look weak. So when we are invaded, when the sleeper cells wake up, it's like, oh, we didn't know none of this stuff was going to happen. When we already know, we already been sold out. So just take note of what's happening. So President Pawpaw's political world is collapsing. The article begins with top allies have either publicly or privately called on him to step aside. Major donations have fallen off a cliff. I will speak to that. They've been emailing me and texting me like crazy, and I've been blocking them. And the faster I can block them, the more they send them from other phone numbers. So it's like it's ridiculous. Grassroots fundraising is not keeping up with the demands of a campaign that needs to aggressively scale up 3 months before the presidential election. Members of his own reelection effort have already declared he has no path to victory. Well, that don't matter. He don't care nothing about no victory. He trying to stay out of jail because all of them is criminals. But that's neither here nor there. Since a disastrous debate in Atlanta upended the trajectory of his presidential campaign 3 weeks ago, Papa has again and again attempted to dig in, bucking efforts to dislodge him from power. But there is now a palpable sense that the ground has shifted underneath him. According to 5 people with knowledge of the situation, even among some of the president's most defiant internal backers who now believe the president is on the writing, believe the writing is on the wall. I'm sorry. So, quote, we're close to the end quote, one person close to Papa said. That person who previously doubted Biden would step aside acknowledged it's still the president's decision, but joined in the array of Biden allies who say he is nearing a point of no return. As the extraordinary events have unfolded, the president tested positive with COVID on Wednesday and retreated to his vacation home in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, taking him off the campaign trail intentionally. And as Watchman Nehemiah and I were talking about this, well, he was just laying out the case and letting me know that this whole medical issue thing is the primary rationale for him to get out of the race. Um, and I was showed a clip where he said the only thing that would make him drop out is medical health reason. So I would not be surprised if his health goes down, if something else happens. It's just all orchestrated and timely. So, from my understanding, Miss Skiwi is getting together her crew of prospective VP candidates and attempting to be the top of the ticket for 2024. Now, her up against Colt 45, he gonna beat her hands down. He'll beat anybody hands down right now. He'll beat the broom or the scarecrow from the Wizard of Oz. He'll beat my house coat. He'll beat anything. It ain't hard to beat the Democrats because they don't have nothing to run on. And I mean, it just is what it is. The only people that are still supporting them are fools. But, I'm just saying that I don't have a dog in the fight. But Papa is setting the stage for the will of the people to be subverted. They're going to pick who the globalists want to be at the top of the Democratic ticket. So that way, whoever wins on either side, they have their people in place. So if something happens to Colt 45, J.D. Vance is one of the globalists. He is anti-black. He is, I don't know if he's an ish, but he's definitely Catholic. And he's pro identity thieves country. So they got him on one hand. No matter what happens to Colt 45, they have a guy that can carry out orders. And same with Harris. Harris is married to an identity thief, and she's anti-black. She's proven her allegiance to the dominant society, but she won't win because nobody likes her, and except for women. And they've been used up, as you can see. So I don't know how much clout they will have this go round. So it's going to be really interesting. I've heard several people being picked, and none of them are good for us. So you already know what time it is. Now, the other thing that I find very interesting is um, Representative Adam Schiff, who is an ish person running for Senate in California, made a remarkable public call for the president to abandon the nomination, a move that ended up exposing that other Democratic leaders, such as Representative Hakeem Jeffries, who is funded by them folks because he is a part of a district where them folks run everything in New York. Um, Miss Nasty Nancy, she's an ish person, and Senator Schumer, ish person, had brought dire concerns. Of course they did. This is why nothing gets done, and this is just all a farce. Supported by polling to the president indicating that he risked taking down control of Congress with him if he stayed on the same path. In the hours after the assassination of Colt 45 last weekend, some Democrats said, even feared, that the calls for Papa to step aside would be frozen as the president dealt with the national crisis. But that faded quickly. Some allies now say that the yeeting attempt, which has caused even more intense rallying around Colt 45 within his party, only makes it more glaringly obvious that the nagging narrative of whether Papa is on a cognitive decline cannot win the White House. So anyway, I just wanted to share with y'all that this thing is going down. It's going down fast. Things are happening extremely fast. We're getting close to the weekend, so expect some big stuff to happen. I don't know if this is what we're supposed to be looking at, but it's worthwhile paying attention to. I would not be surprised if Papa stepped aside this weekend, but the real chaos begins when they decide who's going to be on the ticket because however they go about it, it subverts the will of the people. And this is what we got to pay attention to. So, this is how you know the Constitution is no more and you live in a dictatorship. It's going to be official, but we are in an unofficial dictatorship right now. So, breaking news: Papa finna step aside, and who knows what's going to happen between now and November. But y'all should be preparing. Keep prepping, keep praying, keep seeking the Most High. Obey those laws, statutes, and commandments, and make sure you are keeping watch because things are happening so fast. I can't even believe it, but it is what it is. It must come to pass. So keep watch. All right, this is Marley K. Love y'all, and I'm